Have you ever come across couples and you're looking at them and you're thinking, oh my God, they look so happy. They seem to be one. I just love their relationship. Something just clicks among both of them. Well, let me tell you this truth. To have a happy marriage or to have a relationship where you and your spouse are happy does not just happen accidentally. You're seeing two hardworking people, two very intentional people that have made up their mind that their relationship is going to work. Let's share today what are some of the things we can do as couples to be very intentional to have a good and happy marriage. One of the first thing is when you see two couples working together and they seem happy, you're seeing two very forgiving people. Yes, you heard me right. Two very forgiving people. Because the truth of the matter is, you will offend each other. You will do things sometimes unintentionally. It's you have the very very best interest of your spouse in mind, but things just go the other way around, or things doesn't happen as your spouse would want. So in life, when you see two people working together as couple, you have seen two very forgiving person that have chosen to intentionally forgive each other. Another habit you find from couples that seem to be happy, which they all practice almost daily, is that they practice choosing to love each other. Let me tell you, there are times when loving your spouse will be very, very optional. There are times when you will have the choice to choose between loving your spouse or being hateful to them or being very nasty to them. But because these two people have chosen to intentionally love each other, no matter what happens, then you see that they choose to love each other, come rain, come sun. And so you see it in them. When you see couples happy, when you see a relationship that is working, you have seen individuals that have made up their mind to nurture their relationship. Yes, they have chosen and made up their mind to nurture their relationship, and they do nurture it. A marriage that works is a relationship of two people that nurtures their relationship. They nurture it spiritually by committing themselves to God all the time. They nurture it emotionally by committing their emotion to that relationship. They can see all the beautiful, pretty ladies out there. They can see all the sexy ladies out there. They can see very handsome, tall, short, just the spec that fits them out there. They can see rich, cool guys out there, just like every other person, but they choose to nurture their own relationship and take it serious and important. When you see a marriage that is working, you see a relationship of two people that choose to be honest, and also choose to stay faithful to each other. You when couples stay faithful and honest to each other, it is a choice. And so when you see couples together and they seem happy, is because they have chosen to both be faithful and honest to each other. Marriage that works is a marriage of two people that sacrifices. They keep sacrificing. Sometimes they have to sacrifice their happiness. They have to sacrifice what they want, their joy, to make their other partner happy. But you see, when you see a couple happy, I'm not talking about one party happy. That's a different thing entirely. And I think we're going to talk about that one day, because sometimes in some relationship, the one party labors a lot and putting all their best, all their love. No, that's not balance. But when you see a relationship when the two people are happy, when they both work together, then you see a relationship of two sacrificers, people that sacrifice everything to make sure their relationship work. And do you know what? When you see a marriage that works, you see a relationship of two people that share each other on. They believe in each other. They share each other on. When he is doing something, yes, you're the best. You can do it. Keep on going. Yes, you can do it. And then vice versa. They share each other on. They are each other's cheerleader. They encourage each other. They're not afraid of each other. They don't compete with each other. They complement each other. The marriage that work, a couple that gel together, that work together is the relationship of two complementers that complement each other. When you see a marriage of two people that is working, it's a relationship of intentional lovers. Intentional lovers. They love each other. They're intentional, very intentional about their love. They commit to each other. They love each other in every way. They remember birthdays. They remember anniversary. They remember, they are committers. They are lovers. They choose to be lovers. It's not easy, but they choose to be committed lovers. So I want to say that one of the habits again, or one of the things that people that work on their relationship to work, is that they're very intentional about creating time for each other. Yes, they give themselves, they create special dates, they create special time together. They are very intentional about it. You can't play with it. They are very intentional about creating time together. They create time to spend together, sometimes with the children as a family, sometimes alone. But they are people that are very intentional in creating time for each other. They are also, if you see a family that is working together, you've seen a family of couples that are very intentional in communicating their needs. They are great communicators, yes. Couples that work together, couples that their family work are communicators. They communicate. They're not afraid to communicate with each other. They share with each other. They tell each other exactly as it is, exactly how they feel. They are great communicators. For marriage to work, you've got to be learn. It's a daily habit. It's something you have to cultivate, communicating with each other. Marriage of people that works are people that work very intentionally on their sex life. Yes, they try, they intend, they make sure that their sex life does not die. They don't mess about with it. The other room, they keep it active, they keep it spicy, they keep it safe, they keep it going. You cannot mess about with the other room. That's a relationship of couples that is making their marriage to work. They work on it all the time. They also create time for each other. Yes, for marriage to work, you intentionally create time for your spouse. For marriage to work, you're very intentional in making sure that you give each other space. Oh yes, you give each other breathing space. You love each other so much, you are together, but you let your spouse be who they want to be. When you love each other, you don't withhold your spouse. You know your spouse as gift, as grace, your spouse as ability. You share them on. You let them be their self. Sometimes some couples are scared of letting their spouse be who they are, and that is not true love. Because in true love, you give your best. You give. Lovers are givers. You let your spouse be who they are. You give them space. And when I talk about space, you let them be who they have. You give each other space, but you don't let anyone come between you. You don't let a space come between you. You're giving each other space to be yourself, to build yourself. You're giving each other space to be intentional about caring about every part of you as a spouse. But at the same time, you're looking after each other and you're not allowing anyone to come between you. What are other habits of healthy couples? What are other habits that happy couples put on that helps their marriage to work? I want to hear from you. Please add to the comment section. Until I come back to you, remember, you can choose to work on some of these habits and you can do more and more. Yes, you can do it. Stay blessed.